Yeah, I'd say that's a problem.
Last car of the day, right? So, drivability concern, and yeah.
This vehicle rolled in with a few aftermarket holes put into it.
Now that you mention it, I did hear some.
Customer states, noise in primary. Took primary apart, nothing in it. Look inside transmission. Yeah, I'd say that caused the noise. Here's his gears.
When you forget to top your transmission oil back up after a service. No!
Customer states they can smell burning rubber and can hear a knocking noise.
Alright, finally got this H6 motor torn down out of the 09 Tribeca. What is that? It's like sand.
Here she is, the total carnage. That's what's going on in there. That's what happened. Holy.
So, you know, I walk over here and I go, okay, leak in the front differential. And I come over to this side and I go, okay, the oil pan's dented. And then I look up and there's a hole in the transmission.
Customer drove vehicle to the shop stating it's hard to get into all gears and makes a horrible noise when the clutch is out.
Oh. No, we're just gonna kind of.
Hey, I'm gonna go right back when I actually want to take pictures of this.
Thanks for ruining the video.
Jesus Christ.
This is why you bring a flashlight when inspecting vehicles at nighttime, or just get a proper pre-purchase inspection, as the customer just spent $8,000 for this nightmare.
Whoops.
Well, I found the problem. Here's the bottom end of the engine. Here's rod number 1.
Customer states, I hit a pothole and now it pulls to the left. Can you check my alignment?
Good old Mercedes quality there.
The last Hyundai I had, the engine was deep burning oil.
Yeah, the Hyundai, they've had a bad run from like
That's supposed to happen, right?
This truck came back on the tow truck after the rim exploded, destroying 2 tires, rims, brake booster chamber, wheel hub, and the air suspension. That is going to be one massive repair bill. Customers stated they were driving along, then heard a loud bang.
Uh-oh. So like a 2006 Nissan front tube, something like that. So axle bearing went out. Fine. Customer kept driving. Twisted that sucker right off. I've never seen this. It's pretty sweet. Just keep driving it, honey.
This customer's neighbour blocked a storm drain, causing their car to get flooded. I hope they had insurance, cause that thing is basically written off. These ants built a nest in the fuse box, causing an intermittent no start.
You know, when you're working on a car like a Lamborghini, there's just some things that you just don't do, like drill into the body.
This was going to be a 16-year-old's first car, until the mechanic found this during an inspection. Thankfully they listened to the mechanic and passed on it.
Let's try some percussive diag on these wipers. Yep.
This must have been one big hit, or a basketball-sized pothole, to cause this much damage. Unfortunately, the owner didn't say what had happened.
Huh. It's kind of weird. Oh. Oh my.
That's hilarious. The only thing that's holding it on.
This Ford Focus plastic thermostat housing broke, leading to the motor overheating, which is exactly why a lot of mechanics hate plastic ones.
Customer requests oil change. No.
Losing coolant. Had a coolant mess all over the 22 Hyundai. Coolant.
Got shot.
In and out. Here at the back of the radiator. Right there at the top above the bracket. There's the base.
Customer states, I don't know what happened, it just quit running. Honestly, at this point, it's just time to take the vehicle to the junkyard and get something else. This should not be on the road at all.
Holy! What? What? Is that a rotor? The
Rodents completely destroyed this 2019 RAV4's wiring harness, and I bet there's even more destroyed wiring elsewhere. This 2012 Mercedes-Benz E250 had oil in the coolant, a diagnosed and common fault of the oil cooler failing. However, the customer continued to drive it until it ran out of coolant and overheated the engine, leaving this gunk in every single coolant pipe.
That looks good. Oh wait, something's missing. Wait. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's supposed to be there, and this is not supposed to move like that.
Alright, hit it. Customer states, driveline issue? Not really.
Customer states there's a clunking in the rear.
Customer states vehicle has electrical problems. Was trying to fix it himself. What the?
Customer states noise under car at all speeds and thought it was something to do with the exhaust. Unfortunately for them, their PTU had grenaded itself, snapping the mounting gear off the transmission case.
Customer states it was dropped. See if we can repair it. How far did you drop this, bud?
A mechanic bought this newer Armada, and it took them a month to realize something wasn't quite right with the all-wheel drive.
That chick that just walked up is beautiful.
Oh, really?
We have a 22 Yukon here that runs bad and smokes. Well, that's about 2.5 gallons. That's probably a good half gallon, so we have roughly 2 oil changes worth in this bitch. Never underestimate the power of a lube tech.
Not exactly the amount of metal you want to find on the diff magnet.
Ah, this wheel looks bad. Oh, that's why. That's cool. This.
Customer states there's an excessive clunking noise coming from the engine. This was on a fairly new Prius with only 25,000 miles.
Well, there's your problem. You ain't got no goddamn intake.
Okay, here's your what video of the day. 15 Ram Eco Diesel. Guy says that he's had to add coolant. No visible leaks on the ground. And it has overheated on him once. So I pressure test it. There's no leaks. I drive it. It doesn't overheat or anything, but it was just a couple miles worth. But it got up to operating temperature. Try block testing it. It's passing. I got nothing. So I'd reached in. I didn't want to put out any bubbles. So I reached down and I grabbed the upper radiator hose to give it a little squeeze to force some bubbles up out of there. And the hose is crunchy. It's got something in it. I go, that's kind of odd. So I popped the hose off. It's laying down there. And it's completely full of this stuff. So it's got to be some kind of stop leak. But I mean, what the shit? And it is completely blocked the upper radiator neck. It was flowing just enough to make the lower hose warm. Just enough to make you think everything's okie dokie. But what the hell is that?
Dude, what the f...
This Chevy Vortec motor had an intake gasket leak that ended up filling the motor with coolant.
That's water. That's not oil.
Got a 2022 model KTM 300 XE. Old mate was trying to do a runner from the cops and held her on the button at about 140 plus for like 10 minutes down the highway until it locked up. And she's made a bit of a mess. It's fully come apart in like 5 pieces. Skirt's gone off the ball. It's hammered out of it. Like that's all that's left of the piston. The rest of it's gone out on the road apparently. Cracked the cases, like done a big number on it. So I got to piece it back together. Jigsaw.
That's gonna be a nope. Sir, I know you realize your frame is in 2.
Alright guys, here's today's math problem. If you take one air filter lid and subtract one air filter lid clasp, you get 0 boost. That's bad math. Bummer.
Thanks for watching another episode of Mechanical Nightmare. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, you can submit your own clip to us using the link in the description, or you can just send it to us on Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.